Hey y'all, I'm Izzy Shows, and before we get started, let's get this the fuck out of the way. I have a potty mouth, in case you couldn't tell. Now, I know some of you are coming over here from a certain writer forum that I know a couple of people on. You may be surprised by the fact that I am going to cuss a lot. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm not that sorry. That would be because that board has a filter, and I know that you can, you type the words and then the censor turns it into something funny, but I prefer to just avoid, the censor altogether, so that's why you have no idea that I cuss like a sailor. If you are coming over here from a certain Facebook group that we are all a part of, then you should know this by now, because I'm pretty sure that I cuss a lot in that group. A lot. Anyways, that's not my Facebook group, but the author writing Facebook group. I have a Facebook group, and it's a fan group, and a bunch of writers just joined it, so I didn't want anybody to get confused about that. I do not cuss in my fan group because I don't want to offend my readers. I feel like that's probably smart and intelligent. I say all of that, of course, to let you know that if I am going to host a YouTube channel, I'm going to be 110% me all the time, all day long, every day. I have no interest in creating a internet personality that I'd have to keep up all of the time. No, that's not what I'm here for. So, sorry guys, if you don't want to hear me curse a lot, click away. Well, related to being 110% me all day, every day, we are giving this YouTube channel the good old college try, which is funny because I didn't finish college, but whatever. So what I am slightly concerned about here is that in being me, one of my top priorities in being a full-time author, aside from, the actual job part of things with the writing and the marketing and the fan contact and all of that stuff. Aside from that, one of my top priorities is transparency. I believe it's very important for all of us to share what we're doing, what we did to get where we are, what other people could be doing possibly to see results like ours. I think that's really important. I know that I, for one, wouldn't have gotten where I am if it weren't for some great people like Chris Fox. Chris Fox has a YouTube channel. He's also got a lot of nonfiction books about writing and marketing. He's awesome. Domino Finn over on Kboards, and J.A. Cipriano over on Kboards as well. They shared a lot of information with how they launched their best-selling books. And if they hadn't shared that information, I wouldn't have been able to do the research that I needed to be able to launch Grave Mistake in the way that I did. So because of that, I think it's really important that I make my best effort possible to share as much of my process as I can. To that end, I am going to be doing something that I do not see a lot of people doing. I am going to share cold, hard numbers with you. I'm going to be showing you at the end of the year, what my yearly income was, gross income, business expenses, net income. I'm gonna have a monthly goals series where at the first of the month I'm gonna share with you how I did on my previous month goals, what my new month goals are gonna be, and two of my goals every month are sales goals and page read goals. So you are going to know how much or how many books I'm selling on a monthly basis, and at the end of the year, you're going to know how much money I made. I I don't want that to come off as bragging. I'm doing it in the interest of letting people know what's possible. In relation to that, I feel like I have to add this disclaimer because gods above and below only know I have been screamed at enough times that I'm going to go ahead and say this. My journey is not your journey. My results are not your results. There are a lot of authors who sell above and beyond a shit ton more than I do. There are a lot of authors who don't sell as much as I do. I don't know what's typical. I don't know what's going to happen to you. All I can share is what happened to me. So, in summary to all of that, if you're interested in those cold hard numbers where you can see, how much I'm selling, how many page reads I have in Kindle Unlimited, I just published my first self-published audiobook, so I'll be sharing those sales numbers as well. I guess I'll share my paperback numbers, but I don't really sell a lot of paperbacks, but I'll share them. If you're interested in seeing those numbers, like I said, they're going to be in my monthly goals video. First Wednesday of the month, every month is going to be my monthly goals. So, look out for those videos and you'll get to see that data. How about a little more information about me, since this is a getting to know you video after all. I am 23 years old. I lose track sometimes. But yeah, 23 years old. I am an urban fantasy and space fantasy author. But let's get something straight right off the bat. I don't want you to buy my books. Please don't buy my books. That is not what this YouTube channel is about. I'm not trying to subliminally hawk my books at you. I actively do not want you to buy my books. Seriously, I don't want a bunch of writing, craft, and marketing books showing up in the also bots for my fiction books. That's not going to do me any favors, but if you don't understand the importance of that, we will be talking about also bots, what they are, how they work, and why they're important later on down the line. So yeah, please do not buy my books. I understand that some of you may want to be super supportive, and that's really awesome, and I appreciate that, but please just don't. I'd really appreciate it more if you passed on that. Leave me a comment. Like my videos to be supportive. Don't buy my books. Okay, cool. Back onto the topic of more about me. Like I said, I'm an urban fantasy and space fantasy author. I read both genres. I've tried to read science fiction, but I just can't get into it. I have a thing where apparently I cannot really enjoy any kind of fiction that doesn't have magic in it. I also can't write any kind of fiction that doesn't have magic in it. Like Space Mage, that series. That was my attempt at writing science fiction, and it turned into a space fantasy because I cannot have magic, so I made a space mage. And then because I'm unique, I titled the series Space Mage. I am also a very avid romance reader. I'm not even a little bit ashamed to say that, although I know there is a huge social stigma about romance readers. Whatever, in my opinion. I really enjoy romance novels because I personally really enjoy in-depth emotions, and what I've found is that in most other genres, emotions don't get delved into near as much as I would like. So, authors, touch on your emotions more. I'll enjoy your books more. That's how I feel about it. I am also an avid LARPer. For those who don't know what that is live action role playing. The easiest way to sum it up is it is Dungeons and Dragons meets improv theater. It's a lot of fun. I play in one blockbuster LARP, New World Magiscola. It runs about once or twice a year, and it's really awesome. And you should totally play it and come meet me. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. No, don't. I'm lame. Don't meet me. I'm a lot more interesting on the internet than I am in real life. So, on one note that I know a shit ton of you are thinking about, wait a minute, this chick is 23? What the fuck does she know? Why the fuck should I listen to her? Like, I have been alive twice as long as she has, so clearly she can't know anything more than me. Well, toodle fucking do. Click away then. See if it bothers me. Like, honestly, if that's the kind of attitude that you have, you probably weren't going to learn anything from my videos anyways, and it was going to be a waste of my time. So, yeah. But, you know, if you're still here, this might be a good reason to listen to me. So if you aren't in the know, that is Book Report. It is a web-based tool that scrapes your data from your Kindle Direct Publishing reports page to pull all of your royalties and page read sales information, and does all of the math for you to tell you how much you've earned. You know, and it breaks it down by day and week and month and year and all time. It's really awesome. I love Book Report. But yeah, so as you can see, it is the beginning of November 2017, and I'm actually recording this video like a week ago. So, you know, that screenshot is from a week ago. So that is how much money I've made this year from self-publishing. It's the first year that I've been publishing. My very first book, that one, came out January 24th of this year. So, you know, I'm new on the scene. I'm 23, I'm young. But, you know, maybe, just maybe, I kind of know what I'm talking about. So, you know, if you're not prejudiced based on my age alone, then stick around. I'm going to share everything I know and everything that I learn along the way with you so that we can continue growing together. I hope so. Anyway, yeah, I know I kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I did say that I wasn't going to be sharing any cold hard numbers until my monthly reports, which is, you know, I'm gonna start doing that in about a week or two. I just have other videos I wanted to get out of the way at the beginning of November. So my monthly report is gonna be late this month, so I figured I might as well go ahead and give you some of that data that you're wanting ahead of time as kind of like a, you know, consolation prize for not getting to see my monthly sales numbers. And also, you know, I wanted to share that with you because, you know, I wanted to give you proof so that, you know, proof is in the pudding, but you don't have to eat it because I just, you know, broke it down for you. Anyways, so I think that is a good note to leave it on. You know that I have a major fucking potty mouth. You know that transparency is one of my number one goals. You know a little bit about me, and you know how much money I've made, which, you know, is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, I'm an American. We're really adverse to sharing money information because corporate America has created that attitude so that you can't tell your coworker how much money you make and they can't find out that they're not being paid enough. Thanks, corporate America. But yeah, so I broke down some of that anxiety and shared that information with you. And you also, know a little bit about what I like to do for fun and what kind of person I am. I am uploading another video right now. It should be live at the same time as this one. That is talking about how I wrote a book in 2 days. Yeah, I wrote 75,000 words in 2 days because I'm a crazy person. And I got a lot of questions about that when I did it on Facebook, because I kind of live blogged the whole thing on my Facebook, and a lot of people have been asking me questions about it. It's caused quite a stir. So I figured, what the heck, I'll go ahead and do a video on it. Go check that out. I will see you next week to talk about accountability, how to use it for your advantage, and we're probably also going to go ahead and sneak my monthly goals into that video, because accountability, monthly goals, they go together. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I put new videos out every Wednesday, hopefully, fingers crossed, unless I'm doing something psychotic like trying to write a book in 2 days, because apparently I do that. But yeah, I'll put new videos out every Wednesday. If you have a suggestion for a video that you'd like to see me do, sidebar, I know a lot of you are really wanting to hear about how I launched a book into the top 200 on Amazon. We are going to talk about that, I promise. I just wanted to wait a little bit longer because I'm actually about to launch another book on the 7th that is hopefully gonna do really well. It is the book that I wrote in 2 days, so we're gonna find out if it's any good. But I wanted to wait until that launch was over so that I could talk about it too. So hang in there, we're gonna get to that. Aside from that, if you have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see, feel free to tweet me at Izzy Shows. Drop me a line on Tumblr, or with Tumblr you can be anonymous if you'd rather not let me know who you are. You can also, if you're not a crazy person, you can add me on Facebook and talk to me. I'm really busy, so I might not always get back to you right away, but yeah, or leave a comment and tell me what kind of video you'd like to see me do. If I like your idea and I do it, I'll give you a shout out. Yay! All links to the below social media where you can hit me up are below. Thank you and have a fantastic day.